Kitkatscanread.
Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you my April TBR. This time around I'm not going to be doing World of Kit Kats. I kind of wanted to take it a little bit easy this month and have like a little mini break. Also, I've got a couple new TBR games. The first of which is like a little mini candy shop where I have got like TBR, Kindle Unlimited, book prompts, as well as my library books, so that I can like utilize using them all. Like with book prompts, I could also use them to go with like review books as well, so I can kind of like have a mish and a mash, but it really just depends on like what I can put towards that and like what I've got available. So I'm not sure like how many prompts. I know there's going to be like quite a lot, so I'm thinking it's going to be over 10. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but I'm hoping that I get some really good books that come out, and then come May time I will go back to World of Kit Kats. So the next clip you'll see is where I'm going to be like choosing from my tarot decks and the other games. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video all the same. I always enjoy making these sort of TBRs for you, and I like having a bit of mystery with my TBR too, but at the same time having that kind of like mood read as well. So here goes. Okay guys, here we will see all of the little mini games that I will be playing this month. Of course, like I previously mentioned, I have got my new candy shop. I am also doing the new tarot TBR, and I also will be drawing a card from my Sea Oracle card and my Spirit Animal Oracle card. As usual, I will also have my grab machine on the go to pull out one of my top 10 books that I've got to go for the month, and then I will choose books to go alongside these if a book is not chosen itself. Okay guys, we are starting with the Sea Oracle card. I've also got my little guidebook to help me choose a prompt. So I am going to shuffle the cards like so. They're quite big, so I'm gonna have to like shuffle it this way until I have a card. Okay, this one is urging to jump out, so we're going to go with this one. So this one says, held, may you feel the ocean's caress. A calm sea is a tender caress, a universal embrace, as if all the oceans in the world have come together to hold you in this moment. Here you are safe to be all you are, to feel all you feel. May you find sanctuary. May compassion heal you. May you allow gentle arms to encircle you. May you be a safe harbour to others and to yourself. The sea holds me gently. So for this one, I am interpreting it as a book that makes you feel like calm, like it makes you feel like it's a good cuddle, like a warm hug. It makes you like it caresses you, and it keeps you together. So I'm interpreting that as a book that kind of like caresses and helps ground you and hold you together. Okay, so for the Sea Oracle card, I have decided to go with a Little Luck by Marissa Meyer. This is actually a recent library book that I've got. It actually sounds really cute, and definitely just kind of like right up my street. This kind of gives me caressing feels, which is why I went with this one, and I just feel like it would be really sweet. So I'm hoping it's one that I do enjoy, and yeah, fingers crossed that I do. But if you guys have read this, let me know down below in the comments of what you thought about it. Okay, next of all, we're gonna go with a Spirit Animal card. So let's get the cards out. Okay, I've got the cards. I've got the cards in my hand. So okay, Fox has jumped around there. So, it says, Fox, clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instinct. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So I'm going to say for this one, because it says be open to romance, to choose a romance read. Okay, so for this one, I'm pushing forwards a book that was on my March TBR, and that is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is a romance read that's paranormal. I didn't get around to reading it, but my good friends Sam and Alicia are really pushing me to read this as well, and I have a massive urge to read it. Just didn't have time in the month with illnesses and everything. So yeah, I'm really hoping to get to this in the month of April. Okay guys, so next we are going to shuffle the yellow Mind, Body, Spirit cards until we get a tarot card from this, which I will share with you. Okay, there's one that's jumping out here. So this is the Five of Wands. Okay, I've got the page here, Five of Wands. I'll read it out to you. So it says, don't waste your energy. Are you wrestling with something you don't like? Whether you lash out or stew quietly, there's a big don't want mood about this card. A strong desire to get your own way and to make things feel okay again. But is it getting you anywhere? One's all about energy. This card cautions you to not waste yours to a stalemate, resenting and fighting things that you can't control. What if this was all a game you could take some pleasure in playing well? Whatever is happening, rather than a struggle for dominance. There's a playfulness to be found here that's a lot less exhausting. And the key words are conflict, tension, struggle, drama, and light-heartedness. So for this one, I have gone for a prompt of read a book full of drama, because it literally mentions drama in the keyword. And yeah, with the whole don't want mood, that's kind of like a drama sort of like attitude. So yes, I will be choosing a book with that in. Okay, for number 3, the Mind, Body, Spirit yellow deck. The book that I decided to go with is Royal Blood by Amy Carter. Another recent book that I got from the library. I just have a massive urge to read this one. But this is, it literally just says like a scandal, and you know, like they're kicked out of their American boarding school, and like secret existence and all that. Literally just oozes with like drama from the sounds of it. So yeah, I feel like this will be a really fun read. I'm really hoping that I enjoy it. I tend to like these kind of like royal scandal kind of books, so it would be great to give it a read, and I'm really hoping that I do enjoy this one. Okay, now we go on to our blue Mind, Body, Spirit deck. So let's shuffle these. Oh, this one in my right hand literally was the only one that was staying. So this card is the Nine of Pentacles. So I've got my Nine of Pentacles page. I'll read it out to you. Invest in your future. Gardens remind us that for good growth we must water, prune, weed and try again. When the harvest comes, gardens help us to pause and appreciate our reward. No accomplishment ever happens by accident. That leaves room for both hope and pride. So is your life right now feeling barren? Think seeds, patience and commitment. If you see that things around you are actually quite comfortable and full, what could you pick and enjoy? Watch out for boredom and impatience that will make you want to dig everything over too soon. The best gardens aren't rushed. And the keywords are abundance, raw, pleasure, independence and accomplishment. So because this mentioned about like gardens and harvest and about like, you know, the best gardens aren't rushed, I have gone with the prompt with a book with nature on the cover. Okay, for number 4 for the Mind, Body, Spirit blue deck, a book with nature on the cover. So I decided to go with This Could Be Everything. This is by Ava Rice. I actually got this recently from the library, and it just sounds like my book, and it's kind of like giving me Daisy Jones and the Six Wives as well. But yeah, there's literally nature all over the front cover of this one, but literally it's just like the year is 1990. That's the year that I was born, and like it literally just talks about like all the things, and the person is February Kingdom is a reclusive 19-year-old knocked sideways by a family tragedy. And oh, do you know what, it just sounds really cool. It literally is just, it says here like it's about being a sister, the chaos of first love, what happens when you start looking after something more important than yourself, and the hope that a little yellow bird can bring. And it's got quotes on the back just saying like how amazing it is. I've never heard of this before, but I feel like this is going to be a great read, especially if Daisy Jones and the Six, like, you know, I really enjoyed that. So I'm really hoping this is going to give me nostalgic feels as well because of the 90s. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But if you guys have read this, again, let me know what you thought about it. Okay guys, welcome to my little mini candy shop. Or like my little shop. I mean, it's candy because it's got these scoops. But as you can see, I have already created this and turned this into like, welcome to my TBR shop. So in this box we've got TBR books. So I've just taken some random from my TBR tombola. This one contains all the library books that I've currently got out. And then this one has a box that's full of prompts, just random prompts. And then this one has got Kindle Unlimited books there in it because I do have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. So we are going to scoop one out from each of them. And yeah, I like that it's nice and random like this. So we will start with the TBR. So let's get the little scoop. And I'm just going to scoop one out at random. I really, you know what, I'll go for this purple one. So, put my little scoop back. They're so cute, they're literally like really small. So, the book that's come out of the TBR one is Not If I Save You First by Ali Carter. Okay guys, candy shop. The TBR drawer, and we got Not If I Save You First by Ali Carter, who is the author of the Gallagher Girls. Now, this one I found in one of those community book sale, and yeah, this one just sounds so cool. And yeah, I literally, it's like a fairly recent add to the TBR. And I'm really glad it came out. I was literally going to put it like downstairs, like ready to like choose or whatever, but it came out the TBR, so I pulled out the bag literally. And yeah, it's on the April TBR. I'm really excited. It just sounds really good, and yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a good one. Okay, so now we move on to the library, and we'll get out of the scoop. And let's have a little rummage. Okay, the green one is what wanted to come out. Let's see what we got. Oh, The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This is actually my most recent library book, so obviously it was quite fate. Candy Shop Library, we have got The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I reserved this because I've just been seeing it everywhere. The cover is gorgeous. So yeah, like it just sounds really good as well, and just right up my street. It's like The Hunger Games meets vampires, and I'm just like, you know what, that sounds amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm hoping that I do enjoy it. But yeah, I'm just so happy it came out, and it just feels like it's fated. Out of all the library books, this is the one that came out. I'm just so happy. Okay, so now we are going to choose a prompt from this one. So this one. Let's put our scoop back. And the prompt is, ooh, to read a romance. Number 7, Candy Shop, the prompt of romance. I have gone with Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. And continuing it, I did start it. I hear amazing things about it. So yeah, like, I need to continue it, and I'm just like, you know what, the only way is if I honestly put it on the TBR, and it just pushes me to read it a lot more. But yeah, I was really enjoying it actually from what I was reading. And I had this on my, I think it was my February TBR, I want to say, but I didn't have it on my March one. And I'm just like, I really want to continue it. I don't want to like put it down and have it be on the currently reading in that shelf area, just sat there gathering dust. So yeah, I was like, you know what, I want it on the list so I can continue reading this gem. And then finally, Kindle Unlimited. There's a lot in this one because I've added loads to my wish list. So there's a lot. Oh my goodness, so much that it's all falling out. I'm gonna have to be really gentle with this one. Okay, this one is the first one that went in the scoop. So we're gonna go with that one. What's this one? This one is Anastasia by Sophie Lark. Book number 8, The Candy Shop, Kindle Unlimited. Anastasia. I don't really know a lot too much about this one. I remember it being recommended to me maybe like last year or the year before, and I remember adding it to my Kindle Unlimited wish list. So this one's come out. We shall see if it's one that I do enjoy, if I hopefully get around to it. But if you guys have read it, let me know what you thought about it, so it will spur me on to give it a read. Okay guys, so it's our favourite game of the month, where we choose a book that's in one of these balls. I've yet to read one so far, so yeah, we'll see what we get. So let's turn it on and let's push start. Oh no! So this means I actually have to put these both through. Oh my goodness. That is bad luck. So the first book is A Touch of Darkness. So I've got another chance with that one. And then the second one is Evermore by Alison Noel. Oh, that's a reread. Books 9 and 10. The Grab Machine, Done Me Dirty, and 2 books came out. I can't believe it. So obviously it was meant to be, and so I had A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair and also Evermore by Alison Noel. These were the books. So this one's the first book in this series. I hear really good things about this one actually. It's like a, I think it's a Hades and Persephone book. And then Evermore by Alison Noel. This will be a reread for me. I've not reread this in years. I've actually reread this like a few times. It'll be really interesting to see. And yeah, I remember absolutely loving it, like all those years ago when I was reading it. So I'm hoping that it is one that I will enjoy rereading again. I'm hoping I'm going to have the same feels. Fingers crossed that I do. But yeah, I'm glad that a reread's come out because, you know, nostalgic feels and everything. But yeah, hopefully I get around to reading these. So book number 10, I thought I would choose myself a reread. Before Evermore actually came out of the grab machine, I was like, wow, I haven't had a reread on my TBR for a good while. Like the first Princess Diaries was just like an on the whim. I was just like, oh, I really want to read it. So having said that, I'm going to continue with the second book. So the second Princess Diaries book by Meg Cabot. These are really short books. I mean, it literally is just over 200 pages, but it's so fun and I just want to reread and continue on because I love the first book all over again, and I read that earlier on in the year, I think. So yeah, I need to continue the reread. Also, continuing on with the series, I've never ever read the 10th book. I've read like books 1 to 9. I've not read the 10th, and I haven't read like any of the other books as well. I haven't read Ransom My Heart as well. So yeah, I need to go through. And also, you know, it's great to just go through rereading all over again. So of course I had to put this on, and I feel like this is one that definitely will be read, just because the fact that 1, nostalgic, 2, makes me feel really good, and yeah, just continuing on with Princess Amelia's like antics, it just makes me laugh out loud, and not a lot of books do that. So yeah, I love it. These books are so fun, and yeah, I'm just super happy to get around to reading this. And then finally, guys, the 12th book that's on my TBR is a review book. It literally releases in the month of April. So this book is Not Like Other Girls by Meredith Adamo. I think I got this at Yelp last year. But yeah, this literally comes out in the month of April this month. And it just says here, Jo was the perfect popular high school girl until nude photos of her were shared online. Now she's failing in class, her friends have deserted her, her admirers turn their backs, and she's become an outcast. Her former friend Maddie disappears. Everyone says that she's run away. Jo, however, is not convinced as she searches for the truth. She then uncovers disturbing revelations about their classmates and her own past. How does Jo know whose story to believe? It's hard enough to figure out her own. I just feel like it's going to be great. Whoa, the font in this is small. That's so small. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be a really interesting book. And also, I feel like it also is going to be a little bit like hard-hitting. Maybe like some twists and turns in this book as well. I'm in the mood for something like this. So I'm going to try my best to have this as a priority, just because it is a review book. So yeah, this might end up being the next book that I read. Like the very first book of the month. And also it sounds really good. So yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a fun and interesting read. Other than that, guys, I do have a couple of books. I have almost finished it. Unfortunately, didn't get to finish them in the month of March. I'm a little bit gutted, but at the same time, I know that a lot of stuff happened. So the first is ASAP by XCO. This was actually originally on my February TBR. I did start it, I carried it through to March, and almost finished it. So I've got like, I think 60 something pages of this left. I'm so close to the end, guys, literally that. But I will tell you, it's so good. It really is honestly good. And although this is a sequel to XOXO, it's like companion novel as well, I would say read XOXO first, because the two characters from that, Jenny and Jae-woo, they are in this a fair bit, I would say. And I just feel like, I mean, obviously, like, going through XOXO as well is a great book. It was one of my favourite books of the year. I think it was my favourite book of the year. But yeah, like this book is really good so far as well. Like I'm really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to like how it's gonna end. And yeah, I think at the minute, for me it's a 5-star read, so yeah, we'll see how it's gonna end. But yeah, really enjoying this one. And then the other book that I am reading but mostly listening to is House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. I have been listening to this throughout the whole month of March. If it wasn't for the fact that I was ill, I would have honestly got this read, because I was listening to this as I was going to and from work, and I was off work for a couple of weeks. So yeah, I would have had this definitely read and listened to. However, I started listening to it again since returning to work the past couple of days. I am on chapter 99. I have literally got about 36 pages left. Realistically, if I sit my arse down and just like make myself a brew and just literally physically read this, I will have this done today, like no problem. But that will take a lot of motivation. Either way, this will be completed. If I don't sit down and physically read it tonight, I will have it finished by tomorrow by listening to it on my commutes, because there's literally, I think there is only 1 hour left to listen to, so to and from work that will be completed. So either way, it will be finished this week, and it will be finished in the month of April. So yeah, I just wanted to mention those couple of currently reading books, because if I'm currently reading something, I will obviously continue it to the next month. I'm not going to put it down. I used to do that and it used to bug me out, so like I'm not doing that. But having said that, guys, that is the end of my TBR. I'm doing it differently this time, as I've mentioned previously, just because I wanted to utilise those new TBR aspects and kind of like take a little break, choose books that I would like to read as well. And you know, I've been able to fit some library books, push forward some books I didn't quite get around to reading, and yeah, like some other books as well. So all in all, some really good books that are on the TBR, which I'm really happy with. And yeah, I'm just gonna like pick and choose from them as to what I'm in the mood to read. And yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna be a good one. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video all together, and if you have, please do give it a thumbs up. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description if you would like to follow me elsewhere. But that's it from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!